A little over a week ago, I was on shopgoodwill.com, their online auction website, and I placed a bid for $14 for this full-size movie theater popcorn machine, a Paragon Theater 8 popcorn machine more specifically. And today, since the wife is at work and the kids are at the in-laws, I got a little free time. I decided to go out in the garage and tinker with it, put it through its paces, see if everything was working. Unfortunately, everything is not working. Some things are working, but not everything. Heat lamp comes on just fine, heating platform works, mechanical stir arm engages and starts spinning. But it took me about 5 to 7 minutes, I think, I gave it for the kettle to heat up, and it never did. Now, I'm not an electrician, nor am I electrically inclined, but today I'm going to play that role on television, and I'm going to give it a shot, because the way I see it, one of two things can happen. Either A, I'm able to get it fixed, and then I've got a $600 popcorn machine for $14. Or B, I'm out $14 and I redonate it or trash it or something, get rid of it. But my suspicion, obviously, because it's not heating, is only one of two possible things. Either A, the heating element is shot, or B, the power going to the heating element is shot. It really, I think, can only be one of those two things. Now, if I am able to get it fixed, then that will be a miracle, and I can brag about having done something manly and impressive. Anyway, wish me luck. Now I looked through the manufacturer's website to see, worst case scenario, what a replacement kettle would cost. Oh, it's about 300 some odd dollars. So I can see why this got donated to Goodwill. However, I still have faith. If I can get it to work, what a score. And if I can't, I'm out $14. Now, it looks like power runs up to the top there, and I'm going to assume that since you can buy replacement parts, that means the parts are able to be disassembled. Again, not an electrical whiz, but going to see if I can get this thing out of here. I was able and am able to pull this pin, or at least get it to move with my fingers, so it looks like I'm not going to have to get a hammer or a screwdriver or anything involved too much. Maybe a little bit, but not too much. All right, just like that, all I had to do was pull that pin, a little securing pin, and I kept my hand under the kettle, and it just fell right off into my hand. And that bottom side is kind of gnarly, so I might as well clean it while I have it out. I'm not going to use too much water because, again, there are electronic components involved here. But I'm going to be very, very gentle with just, I guess, maybe a small amount of water and some soap. Now, I'm not entirely sure. So there's two screws that hold the wire into the unit to making contact with the heating element. And I honestly, again, don't know if I should remove those two or if I should remove those two. I'm going to go with these first. I feel like these will probably pull the casing off and expose whatever this is connected to. And maybe I could possibly eyeball it and give it some idea. I know I said I was going to clean it. Yeah, that little bit of water trick didn't work. I'm going to have to try something else. But right now, my main goal, get it working. So I was able to separate the kettle from the casing, and I was really hoping to find we found our problem. It is just a disconnected wire. So it looks like I'm probably going to have to shave that down a little bit, maybe find a little bit of a donor wire. I guess maybe it got burned through, but I feel like if I can get that replaced, I'll have this puppy up and working. After scrounging around a couple minutes in the garage, I did find a piece of donor wire that's just about the right gauge. But what I need is one of those shrinking wire sleeves that you can put on for wire repairs, because really I don't want to chance it with just electrical tape or a wire nut on something like this, because look how close it's sitting to that heating element there. So I definitely want this wire to be as secure and insulated as possible. So what I'm going to go and do now is hit up AutoZone, because I believe that they have those things. And this will be continued here in a little bit. I decided to see if Walmart had what I was going to need instead of AutoZone, and they do, and for quite a bit cheaper. So I got my heat tubing, my ring connectors, and a wire stripping tool, which I've never owned before, but I do now, and who knows, it may be useful in the future. Okay, and again, before anybody complains or critiques, remember I said I'm not an electrician. But if you are and you have some better suggestions, I'm all for it. But now I just kind of got to figure how to get this repair to stay clear of the heating elements. I imagine that's what this shield here is for, but I think I've got it. And hopefully when I get it all put together, back together, it works. Okay, moment of truth. Turn the power on. And I hear the arm is spinning, which is good. But will I feel the kettle warming up? Hopefully this repair worked. But they did say in the manual for this that it takes anywhere from 5 to 7 or 8 minutes to heat up. So I'm going to walk away for a couple minutes and then come back and see if she's hot. Yes sir, yes sir. I've got my hand touching the bottom of the kettle and it is getting very, very hot. Not so hot that I can't touch it, but I think if I was to keep my hand there a little bit longer, it would start to burn. But ladies and gentlemen, I believe that I have successfully repaired this popcorn maker.